What is up, guys? We are back with some Skyrim Special Edition. We're going to be checking out this Chun-Li face preset. For those of you who do not know, Chun-Li is one of my absolute favorite characters in all of video games. And so I thought that this face preset looked kind of okay. You know, it seems to be inspired by the Street Fighter 6 Chun-Li. And we could go down here and you could check the requirements right here. It requires Bingen Skin, UNP, and CBB SE, and Genesis 8 high poly head. Now you can also go and get the outfit and the body shape used in these pics. However, I'm not going to click on these because I think that the images might be too inappropriate. So we're going to quickly go over the description real quick, or the instructions. How to install for race menu users. Download and install this mod as many others, you know. Download and install the requirement mod, Genesis 8 head. Don't forget to activate the ESP. In-game, open the console, type in Show Race menu, click on the Presets tab, go to the top right, press F9, load the file PG8H Perplex Chun-Li, save, and then you're done. Alright, so usually when you see these presets, they take a whole bunch of, like, you know, necessary mods to get the same exact look. However, this guy does not require all of that. It just requires this and this. So I assume that this little high poly head add-on that they made is going to cover the majority of the face. So I'm going to go ahead and download these two requirements as well as the Chun-Li face preset. I'm going to keep them as low in my load order as possible, probably only above the paper world map, and then I will see you guys in the game. Alright, so here we are in game. Please excuse my male characters just because I'm using like mods that, you know, whatever. Alright, so we're gonna switch to female, right? Then we're gonna go to presets, and then you could hit F9, or you could just click down here where it says load presets. And then I had a bunch of freaking presets. We're gonna scroll down till we see the P's. I'm gonna PG something. P. Alright, scroll down some more. It's probably in lowercase p's. Alright, there it is. PGH Perplex Chun-Li. Okay. How do I toggle this light? Okay, so we toggle the light. Skin is kind of blooming. That is the Chun-Li. Wow. You know, I'm going to say this is pretty impressive, right? It really does look kind of like that Street Fighter 6 Chun-Li. The hair is also really amazing. Look at the detail. You can see all the strands and stuff. That is really nice. You know, I'm going to... I'm gonna say this is pretty cool because, like I said, I really like Chun-Li. But it was so easy to get this started. Simply just install the required mods, that preset and that head mod, and bam, there you go. So we're just going to drop this in really quickly. And oh my goodness, is my caps lock on? Excuse me. Alright, so Chun-Li. And we're actually going to use this model when we check out some other mods. And excuse my music. I usually cut it off when I'm doing these showcases. Alright, so let's take a different look at her. I will say sometimes these pale skin characters are like... they're just kind of odd, you know? Actually, well, I'm not... actually... Okay, it still look good, but it doesn't look as much like Chun-Li now that I'm looking at it. I don't know if it's the skin mod that I downloaded. You know, I think it's that Bingen skin that was the requirements. It is a nice detailed face, right? It doesn't really look like Chun-Li, but it is a nice detailed face. I do like it. I don't know. Sometimes it does look like Chun, sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, that's it. We're gonna use this model while we check out another mod. There's another follower. Well, there's a follower I want to check out. She's pretty basic, but she's pretty hot. So we're gonna jump in and check that out. All right, we're gonna talk about this one follower, Nami. My goodness, she looks really good. She looks really good. She's probably gonna have basic voice, but I just want to check her out. In the image, she's got like this skimpy steel armor, and then in the bottom, you could actually like the piece at the bottom is so skimpy that you could see some hairs down there, and so she's probably gonna look like that in game. And if she does, I'm gonna have to change her armor. So I'm not even gonna bring up the images because I literally do not want to get in trouble. I'm so scared to even show off like bikinis or swimsuits in YouTube videos anymore because they're just that like strict about stuff, right? Like, God forbid if you have like a fully covered character and her jugs are just really huge, you still might be running the risk of terms and services. So anyway, let's just check out the requirements. Faster SMP HDT Mommy Bodies High Quality Volume 2 3BA Body Slide Presets. I don't need no dang body slide preset. That shouldn't be a requirement. Hopefully it's not. If you want to travel with her, not required. Nami Edge UI replacer. Did we really need her butt cheeks in the image for that? Alright, now we're not going to download that. We're just going to download Nami, and I will see you guys in the game. Alright, so here we are in game. I don't know where the heck she is located. Probably like an abandoned mare or something. I used the mod Where Are You to spawn her in, and when I spawned her in, she did not have any clothes on. Then when I told her to follow me, she donned her skimpy Nordic carved armor. So I had to take that off, and then I replaced it with the Coco's Joan of Arc. So here she is. She has like, I think she has the young and eager voice, but I think she just looks really good, right? So I just wanted to try it out. I don't know, yeah, I guess maybe we'll just do a few dungeons or something real quick. There's nothing really to show off about her. I just think that aesthetically she just looked really good, guys. And go check out like the images if you want to truly see, you know, how she looks with her armor, you know, using the link that I'll provide in the description. But yeah, this is pretty much it. This is her. No custom voice, no custom quests, no custom spells, nothing like that. Honestly, just looks like somebody you would just download and freaking Ostem something like that. But anyway, yeah, let's just go do a dungeon with her. I also gave her this weapon mod. It's called War Scythe, and it's compatible with MCO. It has like this custom move set, so you might be able to see her. You might be able to see her do that. All right, so let's go. All right, so I'm gonna say another thing that I didn't notice, and this is actually kind of nice. Her hair. Look at that. It's SMP, and it moves and stuff like that. You don't really see followers like that. I don't know if it's something that I would want on all my followers. I would probably just rather them have stiff hair and I give them a wig, just in case, you know, it causes some performance issues and, you know, you don't want to deal with that. But I guess it's okay if you have, you know, just a couple followers with SMP hair. Where is this Ember Shard mine? That's where every time I'm like, yo, let's try out these mods. It's either foggy as hell or it's raining. You guys know. If you guys watch my videos, you know every time we do this shit, it rains. We gotta do the dang console command. You never should have come here. Shut your mouth. Use that War Scythe. Hell yeah. Look at that. That thing is badass.
I'm right behind you.
Alright. Let's go in here, clear this dungeon out real quick. Alright, so I'm gonna go in with the arrows and she should use the scythe. What the hell? Oh, I got the. Alright, so I got this mod. Oh, I forgot. What the hell? Look at it bugged me out like this. Now I'm stuck. I got this mod called Read the Room, right? And it lets you hotkey toggling your helmet on and off. And it has this one setting where if your helmet is off and you enter combat, it makes you stop and put your helmet on. So that's what happened right there. Alright, so my gameplay is probably going to be a little weird because I didn't run my MCM recorder, so all my combat settings aren't how I usually have them, like my controls and stuff. Wait, what are you... Oh, she stopped. She said, I don't need the scythe. I'm going to use my sword instead. Maybe her sword is freaking better. I don't know. Look good. She looks good, man. She reminds me of this one author that that I got into it a little bit with, like the eyes a little bit. There was this one author that used to make like he made like a pretty female follower, right? But then he kept making followers over and over, and I swear they all looked the same. Like they all had the same face, but like different hair or something and different names. And I'm like, and I sent them. I don't know if I sent them a comment or I think I made a video about it. And I was like, I just gave him constructive criticism. I said, dude, I could like look at this follower and know that it's made by you without even like looking at the mod author, you know, looking at who actually created it, because I could just tell this character looks the same as your other ones. Oh sheesh. I'm probably gonna die because of magic, and the sprint button is the same thing as the dodge button. I don't know why it's like that by default. Anyway, we got one more person over here. Can you see me from here? Just gonna stand there and take it? Fight back. Sneak attacks. Huh. Oh, good old Bethesda AI. All right. So that's it. This is the Chun-Li high poly head preset. You know, it looks like it's heavily inspired by Street Fighter 6. And then we have the Nami follower mod, which is basically just a piece of eye candy meat. You know what I'm saying? Have fun using O-Stem or whatever, because in terms of like a just straight up follower, not really anything too over the top. I mean, I'm sure she does work well as a normal follower, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna put the links for these two mods in the description below. If you're still here, thank you for watching. Leave a like or a dislike on this video to help support me. Subscribe to the channel if you're feeling generous. I will see you all next time.